Hey everybody, NC Old Man Overland here. Today I'm going to be replacing my Powerbrake brake pads. I have about 50,000 miles on them, so they lasted a lot longer than I thought they would. Average from what I've read is about 30 to 40, probably about 30. So they're getting about time to replace. So I've had these brake pads for a little over 2 years. I get asked a lot, what's my favorite modification, what's my favorite upgrade. By far, it's probably Powerbrake. You can't put a price on safety. When these trucks get up around 8,000 pounds, stopping becomes an issue. A couple years ago, we were out west. You know, if you're running any of the passes, Black Bear, Ophir, even the simple ones like Cinnamon Pass, but definitely Black Bear, Engineer, Imogee, braking becomes an issue. You know, you come off the mountain in 4 low, and you do a lot of engine braking, but even then, you want the safety, and you want the just the knowledge you're going to be able to stop if you're in that situation. So, you know, yeah, they're expensive, but there's a reason why they're expensive. They get you stopped. These are the new brake pads. I don't know if they're considered an upgrade or they're just an alternate brake pad. They're supposed to have about 75% reduction in that black brownish dust that get all over everything. They're also not supposed to squeak. I have a buddy, Marty. He's running these pads. He says that there's no squeaking and less dust when it doesn't affect the braking power. So you know, the braking power, I'm going to test them. Obviously, we're going to be going out next week and hitting the trails again. So I'll probably, I don't know, post some updates. Anyway, let's get started. Gary lent me his piston compressor. I'm not sure if it's Harbor Freight or Amazon, don't care. Also have breaker bar. Powerbrake gave me a bleeder kit, but I'm not gonna disconnect the brake hose. And then I have the actual caliper hangers that I'll hang it from somewhere while I'm swapping out the brake pads. Looks like it's fairly straightforward, so let's get going. Massive needle noses. There's one cotter pin.
How's it going?
Good, how are you? Thank you. Just another thing to install.
Oh yeah. Have a good one.
See ya. They say things never end. This was just installed in the middle of my pad replacement. Thanks Eric from AVO. Eric from Asheville Vehicle Outfitters got this out in a couple days. It's a molly panel. I'll deal with that later.
Hey, baby. You're like a real mechanic now.
Do what?
You're like a real mechanic. I'll start calling you Marty Jr. Do the pads look bad?
You can have them out in 2 seconds.
Oh, you don't have them out yet?
Oh no, of course, no, it's always something.
God, you look so professional with your big Toyota Overlander hat on out here working.
Oh yeah.
Swear. Big professional Max. Oh, you taking a video?
Trying.
Oh shit, well I just fucked it up.
Well, I'm not gonna put all this frustration in there, that's for sure. I can't fucking... The other one just slid right out. I don't know why this one's... Alrighty, there you have it. They're out. Yeah, I'd say these are pretty shot. Old versus new. I should put a micrometer on them. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. This pin was not very fun, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pins out and clean them. There's a bunch of brake dust in there. There's also a ton of brake dust inside. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably clean up everything. There's a good decent amount of buildup on there. Anyway, so step one is done. Not too bad. Alrighty, well, I got the brake pads out. Now I'm compressing the pistons. I had the longer ones, but I don't need them. They don't fit. These are just held on by magnets. So it's all you gotta do. All right, so I compressed them. I'll give you a little shot in a second. Also, while off camera, I cleaned these bolts, and I also cleaned the shims with some brake cleaner. I had to get a razor blade and some Scotch-Brite. They're pretty nasty. All right. So looking at these, there's definitely two sides. One has an arrow forward that goes on the outside, and the other one doesn't have an arrow. This goes on the inside, but you can see where there's actually, if you look at, there's the one side that faces out is stamped with Powerbrake, and the inside's not. So I'm going to slide this all in and put it all back together. Let's see what we got here. Again, the arrow obviously goes forward. I don't know if you can see that, but all I'm doing is I slid it in and I'm resting it now on the brake caliper. Now for the other side, again, the Powerbrake goes on the outside, and I'm gonna So the sun is out and I'm dying. I probably have to change out of my Overlander project. It was a rough night last night. Met up with John from Overlander project up in Hickory, and he took me to a margarita place. It was rough. Anyway, so when I put the pins through, I have the shims. I think they're shims. I don't even know what they are. Non-mechanic. So the shims and the brake pads are just hanging there. There's also the holes for the 2 cotter pins that I pulled out, which are right there. So I'm gonna put the 2 cotter pins in with my massive needle nose. All right, don't laugh. I'm blind. Don't laugh. All right, got it all back together. The last thing to do is I'm going to torque down, I believe they're 13 millimeters. I've got my El Cheapo Harbor Freight Quinn torque wrench, and I'm going to torque. Torque is 77. There we have it. Now for the other side. But I'm going to change shirts and have a beer with my wife that's laughing over there. All right. Hey everybody, there's my wife over here.
Hey.
I am testing the brakes. Let's see. Well, they appear to be working. We'll see. Anyway, so one of the things I learned the hard way is when you use the piston compressor, make sure you compress the pistons down all the way. I only did it about 80-85%, and they were still sticking out a little, and there was no way I was going to be able to get the pads on the rotors. I had to end up taking it back apart and then compress the pistons, and then of course it worked. So total time on the first one with redoing the pistons was probably about an hour and a half, an hour 45 minutes, whereas the driver's side literally took 20 minutes maybe. And pretty happy about that. Rhonda over here says that says good job. I didn't cuss once. That's because it was too hot and she was inside. I did a lot of cussing. Just kidding, I didn't cuss once. It wasn't very hard. Anyway, we're off to test the brakes. You all have a good day. See ya.